Seeing a big 3 points and another goal for yourself this afternoon.
Yeah, couldn't have been any better apart from that we wanted a few more goals, but especially at this stage of the season, most important is 3 points, box it off onto the next one again and keep rolling.
It was, talking about the goal, it was a lovely free kick from yourself. We've seen similar at Norwich. How satisfying was it to see that hit the back of the net?
Yeah, it was nice. To be honest, sometimes as soon as you hit it, you feel like, oh, this is going in. And I had that this time because I saw the flight of the ball and I was like, that's in. So I think I've run off already. So great feeling. Obviously, it always feels a bit better to score a goal like this. Yeah. But on the other hand, a goal is a goal, and I would take any tap in as well.
You'll got the same. And Bristol City were 7 unbeaten coming into today, pushing for a playoff spot. We had a lot of chances. It was 1-0, which made it that nervy ending, which we probably wouldn't have in an ideal world have liked. So everyone really had to do their job there and to come away with the 3 points. Yeah,
I think it's a bit frustrating that we had to come to that point in the end because, as you said, like the game wasn't really like that. I think we should have put the game to bed like probably in the first half already, and if not, then in the second half. So a bit of frustration and disappointment, I think, from our side. That is like, it shouldn't have come that far that we have to have a nervy final 5 or 10 minutes. But at the same time, that's what this league brings, and we're gonna get tested throughout games, and especially towards the end of games. And we've been there before, and we know how to dig deep and roll up the sleeves and get a result over the line.
Yeah, and it does, because my next one I was going to say, it's 26 games unbeaten now. That shows a team working as a real unit, real togetherness, and those are solid numbers, especially in a league like the Championship, which can be so predictable, and today's results have also shown us that. Yeah,
I think it's just massive. Like you say it again, and the fans sing it as well, and I think they have to, because we have to all realise how special that is, especially in a league like this. But I think in any league, but even more so in the Championship, like 26 games unbeaten is more than half a season, like, which it's remarkable, really. And I think there's a bit of a mental risk in there, that we kind of think that that's normal, but it's not. So I think also these results, like staying unbeaten, winning games, but also another clean sheet, like I think it's things we shouldn't take for granted at all, and obviously keep getting them as well.
And there's a positive to bring into this week. We've not got a midweek game, but we go to Coventry on next Saturday, who have been doing well. They lost last night, but they are having a positive campaign too. So it's a week of working hard and another test on the road at the business end of the season next week.
Yeah, like, to be honest, any game towards the end can be so different, because now, for example, with Bristol, we play against a real good side, and Coventry may be similar, at least in where they are in the table. But we're also going to face teams who are lower down the league, or we might face teams who are not playing for anything anymore, and that's why the end of the season is always a bit tricky, because dynamics just change, and the league table sometimes, well, most of the time, doesn't really reflect what those games are going to bring, just because of those dynamics. So it's one of those where any game, anything can happen, and we just have to be at it, whether it's Coventry, who's in 5th or 6th place or whatever they are, or it might be one team lower down the league. Like, anything can happen.
Well done for a fantastic afternoon's work.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian.